I'm going to use a DIYPC SO7BK case. It was $35 with shipping, handling, and tax from NewEgg.com. The side panel is not glass, and the build quality is decent for the price. Common motherboards that I use on these builds is a Intel DH61CR. It's an 1155 socket motherboard. Supports the 3rd gen i5, i7s, which they are an older CPU, but they do play very well with the new games coming out. 3570 processor that I bought on eBay was $30 shipped. The other option that I would recommend would be an i7 3770. You can get them for anywhere from $60 to $70 shipped. So it's not much more, and it is a very good bargain. If you don't want to fuss with the motherboard BIOS and not knowing if that's going to be an issue, you can go with the 2nd gen i5 or i7. The i7 would be a 2600. The i5, I believe it's a 2500. If you can get the 2500K, it'll actually even be a little bit better. But if you're willing to do a little bit of the extra work, I would suggest trying to go with the 3rd gen i5 and i7. The memory can be had for about $20 to $25 with shipping off eBay for 8 gigs, 2 4 gig sticks. These are Hynix brand, 1600 megahertz. You can buy any other brand. Typically they all work the same. Just make sure you don't get ECC or server memory. You want to make sure, typically it's got like 12800U. If you wanted to do 16 gigs in this particular motherboard, since it only has 2 slots, you'd want to get 2 8 gig sticks. Some of the other motherboards you may use might have 4 slots, so you could actually use 4 of these. But for 20 bucks, it's hard to beat. 400 watt EVGA power supply from NewEgg. Just under $40 on this one with shipping and tax. Plus I did get a mail-in rebate for a $10 gift card. These are very reliable. EVGA puts out great power supplies, so this is what I would recommend. Graphics card is a Red Dragon RX 570 from Power Color. I picked this up on eBay, 80 bucks with shipping and tax and everything. It is used. Make sure if you do buy on eBay, you're buying from a reputable seller and that they do guarantee it's not dead on arrival. I've not had any issues with any of the used GPUs that I bought, but you definitely want to make sure you cover yourself. Just read the descriptions, make sure they don't say anything like issues with posting or something like that, or a fan not working. As long as it says everything's in order, it's a reputable seller, you should be good to go. Silicon Power 256 gig SSD. It's the A55. It's the model. I get these off Newegg. I have gotten them off eBay as well. Usually I bounce between the two and see which one's cheaper. It was just under $40, and I've paid sometimes right at $30. So it just kind of depends on price, sales, availability. But these work good. 256 gig is not a lot. Windows 10 will take up about 29 gigs once it's fully updated. So it'll give you around 220 gigs left or so for any games. So if you play a lot of games, you probably would want a 512 gig SSD, or use like this and then throw in like a terabyte traditional hard drive. But if you mainly stick to a couple games, 256 is more than enough, and these are very fast. Haven't had any issues with them. So for 30 to 40 bucks, it's hard to beat. It's the USB 3.0 to 2.0 adapter that I get for these particular motherboards. Some motherboards will have the USB 3.0 header, but these particular ones don't. And I like to make sure that all my USB ports work. So these, I think I paid $10 for a 3-pack with shipping and everything off of eBay. So they're pretty affordable, and it's just nice to have. E-Link USB Wi-Fi adapter. I've used probably 50 or 60 of these between work stuff and stuff I've built for customers. I've never had any issues with them. You can get these sometimes for less than $10, typically right around $10 to $12 shipped from eBay. It's nice to have the Wi-Fi capability, although for gaming a lot of people would prefer just run a network cable to your computer. So if you don't need wireless, you can omit this.
Turn it